The point is, you have to get the knowledge from someone so that you understand how to create the change that you're looking for. You can fumble your way through life. It's fine. And you'll get there eventually. I'm actually a really big believer that eventually, by the grace of God, you will get to your destination, even if you take a lot of detours. What I'm saying is, if we want to do this efficiently, right? We're trying the fastest way from A to B, go get the help so that you can see the change that you're looking for. The kids know that. What do we feed the caterpillar, teacher? Here's what you feed the caterpillar. How do I start an LLC as an adult? You go from a kid to how do I start an LLC? You go to this government website. Here's where you get your EIN. Somebody's got to tell you.
That's your tax ID number, people. It's like the social security number for your business. Some people don't know what EIN number is, bro.
Some people don't know. Let's get into this. What's up, y'all? If you haven't been on the show before, thanks for coming. It's Products of Circumstance. He's Ken Skeen. I'm Fenton Joseph. We're two Black men who are discussing our personal development and mental wellness journeys. We've already been talking for a minute now. It's the day before Thanksgiving, and it's a lot to be thankful for. A lot of it has to do with a lot of things that I don't like in my life. And I can look to all the great things in my life in contrast and be super grateful. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know if you had in mind to do like some let's talk about what we're thankful for thing.
Nope.
Doesn't matter to me. I could care less. But why don't you let people know what we're going to talk about today?
All right. So the discussion at hand is talking about change, bear with me, and transformation. Change and transformation. So we have a little one that's turning 1 year old in a couple of weeks. So we took him for his christening last Sunday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Very small event at the my in-laws church. Thank you to the bishop and pastor for helping us out there. So they talked about change and transformation. You know, the Pastor Gene and Bishop Price. And it resonated with me because I'm literally in the middle of transforming into the person that I know I am. And the person that's been just sitting there waiting to, you know, break free. And everyone goes through this in different parts of their life. It's just a new chapter in my life, you know, but it's my transformation. So change, let's do this. Change means to make or to become different. Change implies making either an essential difference, often amounting to a loss or original identity. Okay, change. Let's do that one more time. Change implies making either an essential difference, often amounting to a loss of original identity. All right, transform is to change one thing into another. Transform suggests changing from one form, appearance, or structure, or type to another. To transform soybeans into oil and meal by pressure. I'm just reading the thing.
No.
So anyway, they're talking about change and transform, right? So when we begin to transform or change the being that we are, like we talked about this in a previous episode, when someone says, "Oh, never change" or "Don't change," like get that person away from you as fast as possible. Just run as fast as you can from the person that says, "I hope you never change." Why would I want to never change? Why wouldn't I want to become a better person? Look at my flaws and fix them, be happier, be kinder, be a better father, be a better sibling, a better husband, a better friend. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Become a better business person, you know, start new businesses, be better at work. Why wouldn't you want to be better every day? So no, anyone who says don't change. Now, if we want to transform, right? So my transformation is going through my process. Again, this was a few episodes back. About 2.5 months ago, I started a cleanse. So the cleanse involved, no, not that I drank a lot, but let's say I get home from work, I want a glass of wine with my meal or have a scotch. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut the alcohol out for 30 days. I've done it in the past. It helps me out, clears my head. So I cut out alcohol. I cut out fried food. I stopped eating fast food, which again, it's something I didn't eat a lot of, but even once a week, it affects your body. I did some intermittent fasting where I had stopped eating anytime. I couldn't eat anything after 8 p.m. And then the following day, I didn't eat until 12 p.m. And I did that for about 45 days. And then I had like my first glass of wine, and it was very different. Very different. My body said, whoa.
Ew.
But not to get off topic. So now I'm 2.5 months in, and I'm definitely, my mind is clear. Fenton, definitely. Thank you. I went from 297. I'm down to 256 as of this morning. I do applaud for myself. I do celebrate myself. Thank you. The goal is another 50 pounds, but that's neither here nor there. That's just my own transformation. But on top of that, what I was lacking, which Fenton was always so gracious to open his ear to me, was a focal point. I'm very used to having a focal point, and then, all right, how do I attain it? Whatever it may be in life, right? At least try. If you don't try, you'll never know if you'll succeed at something. And I know we all hear this all the time, but it's true. People are so scared to try sometimes, or even just open that book, start that job, start an exercise, start a workout plan, just be a better person. So I had lost focus. I've been in the car industry for 13 years now, and I was kind of starting to lose focus on myself. So I started journaling again, something we always talk about. Look, I'm with some of you people listening, and listen, I don't always like writing down, but I will text myself plenty of times. I'll be in my car ride, an hour each way to work, and I'll just voice text myself something so that when I get home, at least I can write it down or just read it out loud again, just so I can see it. That's my type of journaling, and it works for me. Whatever works for you. And I had to talk with Fenton probably 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't that long ago, and I kind of just said, "Hey, Fenton, if you don't mind, I just want to talk to you for a sec. Don't interrupt. Just let me finish, and then tell me your thoughts." And I was sitting. I got to work like 15 minutes early. I was just sitting in my car in the parking lot and just sitting and telling them, "Listen, I don't. Not that I felt lost. I wasn't lost in the world. I just needed something new to focus on because this cleanse has my brain." Went from like racing everywhere to what's next. And I haven't felt this way in a long time. I want to say probably when I started the Code 13 apparel t-shirt company, like, all right, a real focal point, or, buying this house, let's say, talking it into existence, manifesting. And I got that focal point. So in a couple weeks, let's say 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be launching my coaching and consulting company, Kinetic Shift LLC.
Wait. Where are my sound effects?
So yes, Kinetic Shift LLC. And I know if anyone knows how to spell kinetic, it's K-I-N.
Sorry.
So yes, it will be spelled K-E-N as in my name, Kinetic Shift. And yes, the two words are a play off my my name, KS, Kenneth Skeen, but Kinetic Shift.
What's so smart?
Kinetic meaning motion, energy in motion. Shift means changing from one place to another. So a small shift or a small change. Again, I'm in the process every single day working on that. Just I'm not stopping what I'm doing as my day job. It's just something I've wanted to pursue now for a long time, and I'm finally just putting pen to pad and really getting everything in order. So yes, look out for it. Kinetic Shift LLC, coaching and consulting for businesses. So, but again, to get to the point of change and transformation. So I was able to do my cleanse, and that's what started my transformation into saying, why am I waiting so long? What else am I waiting from 43 years old? I made it to 43. That's legit.
Yeah, man.
That's legit. 43 years old and young. 43 years young.
Amen.
4 kids, married.
Yeah.
It was time. It was time. And It was just eating away at me to say, just start. And that's what I've done.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
You are, you really are like a model of consistency. If anybody wants to see what it looks like to consistently go after a goal, they should talk to you and look to you and follow you. You have impressed upon me in a reiterative way. I want to believe that I've adopted a similar stance in my life of being consistent, in attacking my goals. But with our weight loss challenge, you've clearly just been way more consistent than me. And, it's obviously more iron sharpen iron, you know what I'm saying? And way less of a competition, but seeing your progress in that, I was like, man, like he's really getting after it. And I know that I have that in me, and it's helped push me to like get back to that place. Because it's all mental. It's all what's between your ears, right? Because I have literal physical injuries, my wrist and my ankle. I have things that I have said for a long time now, have stopped me from being able to change, right? I used to be in really good shape. I got injured. Now I'm not. And I always blamed it on my injuries. And seeing you, I was like, all right, fine. These are just excuses. Let's not beat myself up. Let's call it what it is. What can you do? Right? You said, I don't like writing things down. Somebody could say, I don't like to journal because I don't like to write things down. Send yourself a text message. You don't like to write things down? Fine. Throw away all your pens. Don't let it be an excuse. What can you do to change? What can you do? Start to make small changes to see the transformation that you want to see. So that's what I started doing. I started doing push-ups. I could barely do 3 push-ups. It had been so long. And this is a guy who used to, I used to bench, 4 plates and, I'm curling 60-pound dumbbell. Like I used to be in pretty decent shape. I wasn't, Arnold, but I was in pretty decent shape, for a guy 5'10", But you really made me think about the narrative that I was creating for myself around the change that I wanted to see in my own life and whether it was possible. And I knew that it was. So once you have that focal point and anything gets in the way, like it just becomes an excuse. It's like you're coming up with reasons why you can't do it. And it's just an excuse.
Right.
So I have to give you your flowers. Not only have you been crushing and continuing to crush the weight loss challenge, which is a testament to consistency, but also doing the business. Similarly with this podcast, like we talked about it. It's like, okay, what do we need to do? What are the steps that we need to do to get there? And you were just relentless. Every day was like, Fenton, what laptop do I need? Cool, it's shipped. It's on the way. It's coming. What camera should I get? I just bought it. It's on the way. Oh, you need a camera too? Here, send me your address. I'm gonna send you a camera. And you were just relentless in checking off every little box on the way to launching the podcast until the first day that, we recorded our first episode and you got it done. And it's like, I got to tell you, not everybody has that same motor. You know what I'm saying? That same engine in them to just, it doesn't matter how I'm feeling today. I got kids, I got a wife, I got a job, I got this, I got that. All that becomes irrelevant. What can I do today to get closer to that first down? You know what I'm saying? We've been watching a lot of football lately. I've never been a football guy, but Prime got me into it. And now I'm like watching Monday Night Football. The Chiefs and Eagles game was legit. And I'm not a football fan. It was legit. But how do we convert? You know what I'm saying? Like the hardest thing is when you're at third down and you got to convert. That's a statistic that's really important, is how many conversions from third down to first. And I think we get to a place where we're trying to change and you have these hurdles and it's like, it gets hard. Man, my mother-in-law came over the other night and, we're all hanging out together. It's like, but usually like I'm in the living room where I do my workouts and I'm, like doing my push-ups and, like I slide my feet under the couch and do my crunches and stuff. And it's like, that's my workout area. And I was like, I'm not going to work out with my mother-in-law here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that day, that night turned into the next day and something else came up and I was like, I can't really work out right now. It was third down. And the next day was about to be fourth. And then I was about to punt. And next thing you know, I wouldn't have been working out, you know, for like a week. But that next day, it was really late at night. But since we have a newborn, we're up late. And I was like, you know what? Get down on the ground, do your push-ups, do your pull-ups, do everything. And I got the workout in. And, you know, it's those are the times when we're trying to make change, when it gets hard. And you may have a reason to feel like you want to stop. But, I give you so much credit, man, because for all the reasons that are out there, you know, you just keep pushing. And I'm super proud of you for getting the coaching thing going, because I know that you're going to help people to push themselves. It's not that you're going to push them. No one can push you, right? Coaching isn't about pushing other people, making them do anything. It's about showing them that they have the ability to do it. It's giving them a framework to get there, the roadmap. You know, which boxes do you check?
Right.
Some people don't start because they don't know where to start. You know, they don't know which direction to go in. Helping people to find that focal point for themselves, you know, which is something that I've weirdly always loved to do. I always say I was a terrible employee because I was too busy talking to my coworkers about what they would actually be doing with their lives if if money were no object. It's like, 'cause you don't actually want to be here, right? Like, there's something else that you want to do with your life, right? Let's talk about that. And it's like all my projects would like fall by the wayside.
It's not important. It's not important.
It's not important. But that's like a calling. That's a calling that people have on their lives. And not everybody can be a coach. Not everyone can be a guide. Not everyone can be your Sherpa. Some people just don't have that mantle on them. But for those of us that do, we're always speaking life into other people. We're speaking hope and positivity into them and into their situations. And, you know, if that's something that you can do in a structured way, I think it's all the better. You know, it's just more people that you can impact. And that's what I love about coaching. And that's what I love about it, you know, for you. So I hope everybody takes advantage of, you know, all the amazing insights, you know, that you'll have for them.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be taking advantage of your website skills because I'm going to need that.
Yeah. And let's talk about that really quick. Okay. As I minding my black business.
There we go. Olive Branch Digital Kinetic Shift will be attaining your resources.
That's what's up. And that's a change. That's a change that we need to see in our community. This is important to me. So I'm going to speak on it for 2 seconds. You know, we don't, I'm not going to say it doesn't happen at all. It's not the case. Like, you know, people buy black and everything. Like, I get it, you know, but we need to lift each other up more. We need to patronize each other more. You know, like, we need to make sure that we're there for each other. You know, like if you say, Fenton, I want to do something, I'm like, bro, I'm there. Let me know what you need. I don't need to make money from it. That's not the point. You know, the point is to make sure that I do whatever I can to prop you up so that you could be successful. Because I know that if you're successful in whatever it is that you want to do, like, you're going to put other people on. And you're going to put on people that look like us. And that's always the goal. You know, I'm always trying to make sure that, you know, I can put people in position. I'm a networker, you know. I like to put people in touch with other people that can help. Somebody hit me up last night. It's like, do you have a trademark attorney? I was like, yeah, actually, I do have a referral for a trademark attorney because I know lots of attorneys because I network a lot. It's like, you need it? I got you. Oh, you want to talk about patents? I could talk to you about patents. I could talk to you about that stuff. I know a lot about that stuff. I had a microphone company, right? I'm an inventor.
Right. Yeah.
Black history over here, right? First black microphone company.
Right.
And like,
successful too.
Yeah, amen. Thank God. And like, don't rest on your laurels, but like, go help other people. You know, the trademark attorney, the associate that's there is somebody that I met through my wife. Right? Oh, Fenton, you need an attorney? I know somebody. Get in touch with this sister. Awesome. Oh, my brother, you need a trademark attorney? Put you in touch with my sister over here. You know, like, we have a lot of talent And I think the great thing about the coaching, going back to it with Kinetic Shift, is that we can help put one another in position to be more successful. My wife and I were talking yesterday about information and education. When I started my LLC in 2014, I didn't know the process for starting an LLC, but I had the exposure of my mother being an entrepreneur. My grandfather was an entrepreneur. My older brother was an entrepreneur for years. So I knew what an entrepreneur was. A lot of people don't even know what an entrepreneur is. They can't even spell it. I had that exposure. And she was like, so did your mother tell you how to form an LLC? I was like, no, actually that didn't happen, which is interesting. That should have happened. But I knew the right questions to ask. So when I went online, I knew how to search. I figured out very quickly what boxes needed to be checked.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we can do for other people, is once we've gone down that path, whether we've made mistakes, whether we've been successful, whatever, it's better if you've made mistakes, because then you know not what to do. Then we can coach people and hold people accountable on their journey. So, it really becomes like we all lift up. I got a
Right.
buddy who, he does photography. When I went to my wife's 30th birthday party, she was my girlfriend at the time, and the brother was there taking pictures. And, Jermaine, I don't know if I ever told you this, but some of them were kind of washed out. They were a little overblown, man. But I saw the potential. I was like, well, he needs to adjust his settings a little bit, but the pictures are dope. He got some of my favorite pictures he took, and he got better and better. And he got to a certain place. I was like, I got website clients. They need photos. I'm hitting up my mans. And he goes to my church too. It's like, I'm hitting up my mans. And I would just try to feed him. You know what I'm saying? And put him in position to have a successful website business. And of course photography business. He had his own stuff going on as well. But whatever I could do to help, you know what I'm saying? $100, $1,000, it helps. And everybody that I know, as they're trying to change and put themselves in position, I'm gonna help you. And we should, I just think we should do that for each other. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up a few minutes, but I think that's important, because we can't change on our own. It's like, it has to come from inside, but also we do need help along the way. All right, I'm shut up.
I like that. No. Keep going. You're going in the right direction. Keep going. Finish your thought.
Yeah, I just think that, when it comes to the information, I've spoken to a lot of people who want to change, who want to be better versions of themselves, who want to start businesses, who want to be better at their jobs, who want to be better husbands and wives. And it's easy to look at people. This is what my wife and I were talking about yesterday. The Black community, a lot of times people look at us and say, oh, they're lazy. They don't want to be better. Why don't they just, go get the information? And it's like, if you don't know where to look, you're just going to be chasing your tail. We were talking about how people that we know in our circles, we sit each other down and we give the playbook to each other, right? Because once you reach a certain level of success, the information is just, everybody just shares it. Nobody hoards information at the top. The information gets hoarded down here because people don't have an abundance mindset. They think, well, if I tell you, then, there's not enough for me. But we know, when you're sitting down at the right tables, information is shared freely, or maybe you got to pay for a mastermind, whatever. We can talk about that too. But it's not that people are lazy. It's that they want to change, but they don't know how, where to go, where to get started, how to get the information. I know how to use ChatGPT because I know what to write into ChatGPT to get the output that I'm looking for. Right. If you give somebody ChatGPT and they have no idea what to write for a prompt, they're just going to get back garbage, or they'll be frustrated with it and not know how to use it. Just the same way you work, you have a saw. If you put a saw in my hands, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. I'm not going to create this. Eventually I could figure it out.
Which saw? Hacksaw, jigsaw, sawzall, table saw, chop saw. Like which saw?
You see what I'm saying? I didn't even
But
know
you
that
went
was
you went above people say with Chat GPT. You don't want to confuse people. You could just say Google.
Google.
If whatever you ask Google, Google's going to give you. So if you want to look up orange and everything orange comes up, but where's the red? Well, you didn't ask for that, did you?
Right.
So even Google, you didn't forget Chat GPT for 1 second. If you want to look up your party preferences when it comes to Republican, Democrat, you're going to find out whatever that party is saying because that's what you looked up. If you looked up, I want to look at a Porsche. All right, G-Wagon's not coming up because you're looking at a Porsche GT3 RS in green and peanut butter gut.
That's the one.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, right, based on what you're saying, Fenton, you're going to have to ask or get to the right resources in order to find your answer. And that's your answer, right? That's sorry to cut you off.
No.
I know your mother-in-law's going to love this part that I'm cutting you off now. Hey, Mom. Listen, but if you're not getting the right resources or you're not getting led to the right direction or to get answers to your questions, if you're not asking the right questions, you're not going to get the right answers. But if you don't know what questions to ask, that's when you maybe talk to a coach or consultant over at Kinetic Shift LLC, and they can help you and guide you into getting the answers you're looking for. And it's not to say it's going to be the end all fix all, right? Or fix all end all. Just turn that around. But it'll get the juices flowing and get you to the next question that maybe gives you the answer you're looking for.
The chrysalis, my daughter, she's in kindergarten, and they had the monarch butterflies, right? So they got the caterpillar, and then they feed the caterpillars, water and honey or whatever. No, well, actually before that, I don't know what they feed it, but it turns into the chrysalis, and then it becomes a butterfly, and the butterfly drinks the water and the honey. And the point is, if the teacher has to tell the kids, these are the conditions that you need to create, the environment that you need to create for the caterpillar. The caterpillar has to eat stuff. What is a caterpillar supposed to eat? I don't know. It's a rhetorical question. I'll ask my 5-year-old in a minute. But if you don't feed the caterpillar the right thing, you know what I'm saying? You try to feed the caterpillar cardboard instead of these green leaves, like it's not going to grow. It's not going to be healthy. It's never going to turn into the chrysalis. Forget becoming a butterfly. It's never even going to make it to the chrysalis stage, right? And I could be getting all of this completely backwards. I haven't been in kindergarten in a long time. But the point is, the teacher tells the children, here's what you need to do to see the change from the caterpillar to the butterfly. But if you get any of those things wrong, maybe instead of putting water and honey, you put lemonade, you might kill the butterfly. That would be a crazy experiment. No butterflies were harmed during the making of this podcast. Maybe you don't end up with a monarch butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you end up with something else. The point is, you have to get the knowledge from someone so that you understand how to create the change that you're looking for. You can fumble your way through life. It's fine. And you'll get there eventually. I'm actually a really big believer that eventually, by the grace of God, you will get to your destination, even if you take a lot of detours. What I'm saying is, if we want to do this efficiently, right? We're trying the fastest way from A to B, go get the help so that you can see the change that you're looking for. The kids know that. What do we feed the caterpillar, teacher? Here's what you feed the caterpillar. How do I start an LLC as an adult? Do you go from a kid to how do I start an LLC? You go to this government website. Here's where you get your EIN. Somebody's got to tell you.
That's your tax ID number, people. It's like the social security number for your business. Some people don't know what EIN number is.
Some people don't know.
Technically EIN, right? Because N stands
employee
for
identification number. It's like, and it's funny because like it makes us chuckle. But somebody out there doesn't know and needs your help, needs my help, so they can get that information. Because otherwise they're going to be out there, you know what I'm saying, running all their sales through their personal bank account, right? Through their personal checking, and then end up in trouble with the IRS
I mean, you do have a year to bootstrap, so and you can look that term up if you need to, people. Bootstrapping, you're allowed to do it for the first year. All right.
Come on, fine print.
But anyway, listen, let's wrap this up.
Change.
Thank you for finishing your thought, by the way. I saw where you were going. I'm happy that you brought it all back around. But thank you.
Thanks, man.
Listen,
this is good.
Happy Thanksgiving. Change and transformation. Put it on the plate. And don't make it a New Year's resolution. Start today. Start now. There's no reason to wait for New Year's. Some calendar that was made up by human beings. That's what you're going based off because we went 1 year around the sun. Start today. Start your change now. Make your New Year be today. Here's your New Year's resolution. Start to that thing you've been holding off on. And I don't have enough money. I don't know what it's going to cost. Look, you can go on some of these sites and need payment plans to start up an LLC. You don't have to start the LLC yet. You can go start the businesses and take the money and bootstrap, right? And buy your LLC later. A domain name costs $8.99 nowadays. Get it. It's yours. At least when you get that domain name, right? blackglassesholder.com, right? It's yours. At least you could see it. You could touch it. You could feel it. It's real now. And maybe that's going to be that kinetic shift that you need. Listen, love you, bro.
I love you
Happy
too,
Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the family.
Same.
All the blessings in the world.
You're the
and
best.
we will do this soon. You the best. You're like DJ Khaled over here. You're the best.
We the best.
We the best.
All right, y'all.
Like, subscribe, share.
We changed it today. You're saying it.
It's all right.
Hit all the links in the description. Make sure you follow us. There's a lot of free game that we share. A lot of these clips that go out on social media, and you can find out a lot of the basic building blocks, of our philosophy and our framework just by following us on social media. So make sure that you hit those buttons. All right. Peace.